When the Prince estate released the massive Super Deluxe edition of the album Sign of the Times back in 2020, they set a high bar for all Prince Vault releases that would follow. So high, perhaps, that we haven't seen anything like it since. Now, at long last, the vault has opened once again for another expansive, and yes, expensive, Super Deluxe edition of one of Prince's best-selling albums. Diamonds and Pearls was released in 1991, featuring the album debut of backing band The New Power Generation, and singles including the title track plus Cream and Get Off. The album has long been rumored to be the next selection for Super Deluxe treatment, and from the looks of it, it will be well worth the wait. Of course, there's not just a Super Deluxe edition, there's actually 7 different versions of the album on the way. In this video, I'll break down the differences between the various editions and make my recommendations on who each version might be best for based on content, format, and of course, price. Let's go ahead and start with the crown jewel of the collection, and that's the Super Deluxe box sets. This massive 7 CD or 12 LP vinyl set comes in a deluxe box and slipcase with a 120-page hardcover book, a folded poster, and is jam-packed with both music and video. And let's start with the video, actually, because thankfully there's a Blu-ray disc included in both the CD and vinyl editions. Lots of great stuff here, including the 1992 Live at Glam Slam concert, plus 3 more live performances, and the Diamonds and Pearls video collection, which was previously released on VHS. Everything here has been restored and remastered for HD video, and much of it in Dolby Atmos audio, so it should all look and sound great. What's missing, though, is a high-res stereo and surround mix of the album itself. That's bound to disappoint some fans, especially for such an otherwise comprehensive collection, but I'll talk more about that in a minute. So let's take a look at the 2 different formats for the Super Deluxe sets. Here's the track list for the CD edition, and let me warn you, I'm going to move through everything pretty fast in this video, so you may want to pause to read everything as we go. CD1 is, of course, the newly remastered album, while CD2 presents a collection of single mixes and edits, including several rare promo mixes. Pretty typical for any box set, but pretty great nonetheless. But moving on to the rest of the discs is where things really get interesting. Discs 3, 4, and 5 are a goldmine of unreleased material from the legendary Prince Vault. 33 unreleased songs in total, a massive treat for any Prince fan, no doubt about it. Then on discs 6 and 7, we get Live at Glam Slam, the audio from the concert that's also included on the Blu-ray disc. Again, not a big surprise seeing that on CD as well, but very welcome just the same. Okay, so how about the vinyl edition? Thankfully, everything from the CD version is also included here, but naturally it gets spread across a lot more platters. There's 12 discs of vinyl here, and things are mostly organized the same way as the CDs. LP 1 and 2 is the remastered album, and LP 3 and 4 are the single edits and mixes. The Vault 1 tracks are on LP 5 and 6, with LP 7 and 8 featuring Vault 2 and some of the Vault 3 tracks. The rest of Vault 3 shows up on LP 9, and then Live at Glam Slam is spread across the final 3 discs of LP 10, 11, and 12. Alright, so who are these big sets for? As with any Super Deluxe Edition box sets, these are targeted at the more serious fans, no question about it. After all, at a U.S. retail price of $160 for the CD edition and $350 for vinyl, either option is no casual investment. That being said, this is so much more than the usual assortment of demos, outtakes, and alternate versions we see on most Super Deluxe editions. With 33 unreleased tracks from the vault on top of the single edits and live show, this really is in a different class altogether. I mean, fans of any other act would wish their favorite band would put out something like this. If you got the Sign of the Times box a few years ago, you know what to expect here. If you're even a little more than a casual fan, especially of this album or era of Prince's music, the Super Deluxe Edition is definitely what I recommend. Now, I mentioned that the Blu-ray discs in either of the Super Deluxe editions do not include the high-res stereo or surround mixes of the Diamonds and Pearls album. That's a bummer, yes, but thankfully, if you're a fan of high-res audio, the album will be available separately on the Blu-ray audio format. Honestly, I'm as pleasantly surprised to see a standalone release here as I am disappointed it isn't bundled with the big box. Ultimately, I think high-res audio fans will be very happy with this option, and many box set buyers wouldn't take advantage of it if it was included anyway. I said many, not all. So let's move on to some of the more affordable options, beginning again with the CD format. The 2 CD edition features the exact same music as we saw on discs 1 and 2 of the Super Deluxe edition, and that's the remastered album and the collection of single edits and mixes. None of the vault tracks are represented here, nor any of the live tracks. Those all remain exclusive to the Super Deluxe edition. For vinyl fans, there's a 4 LP edition available, and just like the double CD, you're getting the remastered album and the single edits and mixes in this package too. You can see how the tracks break down on screen right now. And how about this 4 vinyl set? Well, I do recommend it for most budget-minded vinyl fans, but maybe not casual fans. I mean, it's got a retail price of $80, which is way less than the big box, but still not a cheap purchase by any means. To that end, I think the 2 CD edition is highly recommended for a lot of fans. If you're a CD buyer not ready to drop $160 for the big box, this slimmed-down version retailing for just $17 is a no-brainer. And for vinyl fans not sure about dropping $80 for the 4 LP edition, consider a combo purchase. You can pick up both the 2 CD edition and one of the album-only vinyl editions potentially for a lot less money and still get all the same content. Speaking of album-only editions, naturally those are available too. There's a standard black vinyl 2 LP edition of the remastered album that will be widely available for around $40, but you may also want to look for retail-exclusive colored vinyl editions as well. Several of those will also be available for your purchasing pleasure, any of which will be the most affordable option for vinyl fans to add this classic album to their collection. Finally, for CD buyers, there will be a single-disc album-only edition, which I recommend to absolutely no one. With a retail price of $13, why would you not spend just a few dollars more for the 2 CD edition? Don't buy this. I mean, seriously, how could you make it this far into the video, heard all my advice on the various editions, and still buy the single CD edition? Just don't. Don't. So there you go, 7 different versions of Diamonds and Pearls by Prince and the New Power Generation, all scheduled for release on October 27th. By the way, in case you haven't noticed, none of the versions feature the holographic cover art from the original edition of the album. Wah wah. Anyway, if you're thinking about adding one of these sets to your collection, be sure to check with your favorite local record store to get yours on pre-order. And by the way, be sure to leave a comment to let me know what you think about the different versions being offered and which one you're choosing. Once again, my name's Kyle, and this has been Track by Track, music reviews, news, and commentary. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.